Liam, what a massive 3 points, and your 2 goals helped us get that today.
Yeah, I think it's been a long time coming. I think people say you're in a rut and when you're down there things don't go your way, but I think if you look at today, it was the first time we've come back from a losing sort of point in the game, and I think it was fully deserved, to be honest. I think every single person out there won their individual battles and we just got over that line. Sometimes in recent weeks we've probably been behind that line and it's a little knocked down or the ball's been run out of play, but I think today it fell for us, and happy to, like say, always nice to get 2, but I think the first one, like I say, it's a cross and it's gone in the back still, but the second one I'll take any time.
Yeah, it was vitally important that equalised on half-time, wasn't it? Because I suppose it just changed the mentality in the dressing room.
Yeah, I think, like I say, Greeny making that save gives you that little spur, obviously, from the penalty, but they didn't really create anything from their own doing. I think it was more that we were giving individual errors and playing in the wrong places, and then we rectified that, and I think, like you say, going into the second half 1-1, scoring right on the end of half time, I think it's sort of took the wind out of them a bit, and like I say, it probably showed in the second half when we've come out the traps flying, and it could have on another day probably been 3, 4, 5. I mean, I've probably had a couple there where on another day go in, and Jonah's had a couple, Pratty's had a couple, but I think the way we pressed and the way we worked as a team today, we were miles better than where we have been in recent weeks, and I think like today the lads fully deserved it.
Has that been the frustration in the dressing room because you've like maybe not put that sort of performance in throughout the season?
I think, like I say, it's been hard with injuries, it's been with inconsistencies, and I think we've relied on, like you say, 3 or 4 people in some recent weeks, and the gaffer's been quite honest about that, but I think everyone in there has the quality to start in that game anyway, and I think as you look at the bench and in more recent weeks, we're getting that strength back and people are coming back from injuries and it's competition for places, and I think, like you say, if you look at today, the lads were just fantastic, and I think we deserve the 3 points, and it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, another two massive games with Nantwich coming up in the league now as well.
Yeah, every game, like I say, every game's massive, and eventually it just matters where you are at the end of the season. So I think the lads don't really look at where we are in the league at the moment. We sort of take each game as it comes, and we understand that actually every game's a big game, and especially in this league, it doesn't matter who you're playing or what you're doing. We've proven that on your day you can beat anyone. So roll on to Tuesday, and then, like you say, Saturday's another big one.
And Berkey mentioned it in commentary as well. You're a hard lad. You could see what that meant when that winner went in as well, celebrating with the fans.
Yeah, I think, like you say, for the fans as well, Warrington, probably 150, 200 people go in, and at the end of the day, people are paying the good money to see us play football, so they have the right to their opinions, and yeah, probably it's not been good enough in recent weeks, but it's not been sort of that we've been playing awful. It's like say that individual error or that lack of concentration, and can't remember the last time someone scored a really good goal against us. And I think today for the fans and, like say, for the lads in there, that confidence boost and going into that from recent weeks is probably actually everyone will enjoy the Saturday night, I think, now.